Canadian cycling here with Cadel Evans, BMC rider, Tour winner, Tour de France winner, and world champion. And recently, Stage 4 winner of the Tour of Alberta. So this isn't your first time in Alberta. The last time it was, you were on a different type of bike, weren't you?
That's correct, yes.
And how long ago was that?
From memory, I think it was 2000, July 2000 on the Canmore Mountain Bike World Cup.
Nice. And I think I saw you said somewhere that you don't remember Alberta being that flat.
Well, yeah, my previous visits were only to Canmore. I've been there on 3 occasions. I trained outdoors Lake Louise and Banff, which to me are possibly amongst the most beautiful mountains in the world, and I've ridden in quite a few now. And this year, yeah, further north in Calgary, further north north of Calgary in Alberta, it was for us, even for the Tour de France, for example, we don't have such high speeds. The roads were very fast, very flat, but also they're very open. There's no roundabouts, there's not many corners and so on, so the speed of the peloton and so on was very high. We had 46, 47, 48 kilometre an hour average speeds, and it made for particular racing.
Right on. And so in Stage 4, you got into the break. You were there for most of the day. That's not a usual spot for you, is it?
Well, normally I played some tactics the previous day to put my teammate Brent Buchwalder in good position in classification, but that meant putting myself out of classification. But that was okay. But normally I'm on general classification and no teams let me go. So that's normally why I don't even bother entering breakaways. Often also I do enter breakaways and no one wants to ride to the finish with me, but on this occasion they were all willing to work, and so I was there as a team player, not in for the general classification, which is normally my job, but stages, being there for the team and so on. And so yeah, when the breakaway, we rode well in the breakaway, 155 kilometres in 9 and then eventually 5, and to the finish it was the more selective, sort of the harder on paper stages of the Tour of Alberta, but it was I think the win actually the day before was probably in terms of difficulty the hardest.
Yeah. And now you seem to be pretty savvy there right at the end of the break, and you timed it quite well. Did you have any specific tactics in mind coming in, or
just outsmart them? That's normally what you have to do as a bike rider if you don't have the legs. I just bided my time, and with years you gain experience, and hopefully you learn from these experiences and you can use them to your advantage.
Well, I think they're definitely on display then. So what does this win mean to you?
It's
stage win.
In some ways it's a bit unfortunate because it's my first win of the year and so late in the season. It's not. It's a bit late, but this year hasn't gone according as we hoped. But the result for the team is one thing, but for me it shows that going to the races, the World Tour races and so on, that things are going well. And for me that's what is of higher importance, of course, World Tour points and so on. Quebec, Montreal. Maybe the World Championships and Lombardia as well.
So you mentioned Quebec and Montreal. Now that's now those are your old stopping grounds. You've been to Mont Saint Anne a few times. You won a World Cup there, I believe.
Yep, I think in the year 2000 maybe, in Mont Saint Anne. I've been there, I can't remember how many times, 3 or 4, 5 times I think, once to Bromont, and of course we're always going through Quebec City to get there, so yeah, I know it reasonably well. I remember coming back there, the ice cracks and the good bagels, and it's a nice atmosphere in the summer months. I've never been here in the winter.
It's a different scene. So what are your hopes then for Montreal and Quebec?
For me it will be a good test. It's going to be a high quality field. It's an important race for the World Tour, and all races are important, but us being a World Tour team, World Tour points and so on are more important, and for me it's a good test to see how I'm going, and I have some more results that I'm eager to make before the season's out.
No doubt. And then after that?
After that, go home, go back to Europe, and World Championships in Firenze most likely, and then Tour of Lombardy is a bit. It's almost my hometown race, or my home away from home race.
Excellent. And any news on next year? Looking farther
next year,
afield?
Yeah, at this point, we're still going to finish this year off first to see how that goes, but. At this point, I'll probably start in a similar way that I started maybe this year. I started in Tour of Oman or Tirreno Adriatico, and then at this point, we're still in a stage of thinking and planning for for 2014, but good chance I'll be at the Giro d'Italia.
Excellent. Thank you very much.